The cost of silence. A whistleblower's stand. In the heart of a glittering metropolis, where glass towers pierce the sky and fortunes are made in the blink of a trade, there was a man named Daniel Hayes, handsome man with great hair who loved his job. At 39, he wasn't flashy. He didn't wear loud suits or drive exotic cars, but he was respected, quiet, focused, and principled. Daniel worked as a senior analyst at Ironcrest Capital, a well-known Wall Street-type investment firm. Their name rang out in boardrooms and financial headlines. Their influence stretched beyond the city into markets around the world. Ironcrest prided itself on success. But underneath the polished image and company parties, a darker game was being played. Deals whispered over private dinners, non-public information traded for favors. Insider trading dressed in clever language and hidden accounts. Daniel had seen hints before, strange trades that didn't align with public data, whispers of market moves before they happened. He kept his head down, prayed often, focused on what he could control. But everything changed when Ironcrest made a major investment move just days before a government policy announcement. The firm profited massively, so did a handful of executives. But the fallout: thousands lost their retirement savings. A major pharmaceutical partner went bankrupt, cutting funding for low-income patient care. One of those patients, a 74-year-old widow named Mrs. Lorraine. Morgan passed away when she could no longer afford her heart medication. Her story made local news, but it didn't go viral. It was just another casualty of the system. Forgotten by most, not by Daniel. He couldn't sleep. He kept seeing her face, hearing her son sob in the interview. And one night, staring out over the city skyline from his apartment, he made a decision that would change his life. He would blow the whistle. He gathered what records he could without triggering suspicion. Meeting logs, transaction histories, emails. But Ironcrest wasn't naive. Their inner circle had been doing this too long. When they caught wind of someone digging, they didn't panic, they planned. Daniel was summoned to HR one Friday morning. Calmly, almost coldly, he was informed of an internal audit concern. A digital trail fabricated but convincing showed that Daniel himself had made unauthorized trades. False witness statements. A planted laptop file. They were framing him. His badge was suspended. Legal counsel advised him to settle quietly. Take a deal, they said. Walk away with some dignity. He was angry, but not surprised. What did surprise him was Emma. Emma Blake, a junior accountant most people overlooked. She kept to herself. Quiet, numbers-focused. But behind her glasses and spreadsheets was a woman of conviction. She had seen too much, long before Daniel got caught in it. Emma approached him at a coffee shop near the firm's building. Her voice was shaking, but her words were clear. I know you're innocent, she said, and I have the records to prove it. Emma had kept copies of irregular transfers, emails, audit logs, not because she planned to be a hero, but because she couldn't sleep either. She handed Daniel a flash drive. You'll know what to do, Daniel did. With legal counsel from a nonprofit firm supporting financial whistleblowers, he filed a full report with the SEC. The evidence was overwhelming. Ironcrest's top executives were indicted. Some resigned quietly. Others were led away in cuffs. The story made national headlines. Daniel was cleared. Emma too. And Ironcrest Capital. It was dissolved, rebuilt under new leadership, with transparency policies in place. What was once a machine for greed began a slow turn toward accountability. Daniel didn't go back to Wall Street. Instead, he started a small ethics advisory firm for startups. He spoke at universities, mentored young professionals. Not to preach, but to remind them. Doing the right thing might cost you, but silence costs more. Emma joined him as head of financial oversight. Her work was steady, not glamorous, but impactful. Years later, Daniel would walk past the same cafe where he first met Emma with the drive. He would pause, smile, and thank God for people who still chose conscience over comfort. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a story about finance or corruption or justice. It's a story about courage. The quiet, unshakable kind. The kind that still whispers truth when the world trades it away.